Okay, hey guys. So, like I promised, I'm going to start interviewing my clients. With me today. I have Randy. Say hi, Randy.
Hey.
Randy Mitchell, and we've been working together for how long have we known each other now?
Like 12, 13, 14
That's so
years, a lot of
freaking crazy.
years.
A long time.
Very
And
long time.
sorry for this like weird angle, but I'm doing this on my Instagram channel, which is like a vertical video.
Yay.
So there's Randy.
Hi.
Anyway, and actually, Randy and I knew each other from the previous gym I worked at,
Yep.
which was Gold's Gym, way back in the day. And
When I used to teach spin.
and yes, he used to teach spin. Now he just takes spin. He's like, yeah, that's not for me. But anyway, so Randy's story. I want to kind of like the reason why I'm doing these interviews is so that you can kind of get an idea of what some of my clients' things are that they're dealing with. Let it be like physical ailments. Like for example, Randy has some pretty serious asthma.
Yes.
And it's definitely impacts his exercise, his ability to breathe during certain movements, but that doesn't stop him from coming to the gym. And that's what's really important is I want to get it out, like, because I think there's been a big like gap in not having the personal back in personal training. Because what's really important is that you listen to your clients and that you find like ways to work around it. And so we're going to talk a little bit about what Randy's story is, what he does, because he's actually got an amazing career, and so he actually helps our training sessions turn into group therapy sessions for both of us, and which is great. So he gets a good workout, and I get some good mental feedback because he's a life coach. So that's pretty cool. But I want him to touch on his story and like his goals and a little bit about his journey. And yes, he's been a client of mine for, I'm thinking like, how many years have you been a client of mine now?
It's been a long time.
It's been a while. It's been years. They never leave. So, but he also does my online training because he's found himself in a new career, which is new and exciting, but he's traveling more. So that doesn't mean he always has access to the best of gyms or even a gym at all. So we kind of work around that. And I set up on my online training days when he's, let's say, at the gym. Here we have like, let's say, heavier weights, and then when he's at the hotel we might change our workouts out for his online for like, let's say, an arm workout or shoulder workout, which is much easier to get done than like a leg workout. For those of you who try to do a leg workout in the gym, it's kind of a joke. So anyway, I just want to talk a little bit about Randy. So Randy, why don't you tell them? So he is going to, I'm just going to have him tell you a little bit about himself. He is doing, go ahead.
Okay, I'll tell a little bit about myself. Is right now I am managing and working with a company called Jump Natural, and we work with the keto diet, and so I'm very into the healthy eating and eating more of a adjusted kind of diet. But to get to the point of where I'm at and what I'm doing as a coach and working with people, one of the things that I really think is the most important, Kelly, is to define your life from the inside out. So we spend so much time worrying about the outside. So one of the advantages of working with you is I get a combination of both. And so when it comes to my health, as you know, with the asthma, with the breathing, certain things I can't do. So when you have a qualified trainer that understands how to work with those things, then you can, so it doesn't stop me. It hasn't stopped me for years being able to do that. So defining your life, making your own intentions and your own goals for what you want to do. So like when we started working together, my body fat, remember back in the days, was close to 18%.
Yeah.
Now it's down below 13%, right? I remember telling you years ago, I don't want no six pack. I don't care. If I get a 2-pack, I'm fine, right? And then all of a sudden, over time, and just working consistently, it happened without me really trying to focus in on making it happen. So it's just consistency.
Yeah, definitely. And like some of the things, like let's, for example, for those of you who are suffering from like the breathing issues like Randy has, like say when we do push-ups for Randy, that's brutal. He can't do it on the floor. Mainly, ironically, I know this is, and actually the gym we were at is fairly clean, but the push-ups on the floor brings up a lot of dust and affects his breathing. So what he does is we found a way to modify it by just elevating his head a little bit using a BOSU or a medicine ball or a bench or whatever. So it's working around and finding those little ways to work through it. And it's funny because now that Randy's like got got his more than 2-pack. Now he wants the 6-pack. See, that's what happens. It's very addictive. And so, like, even if you feel like, oh, you know what, I just want to feel good in my own skin. I want to go down a couple belt sizes. That's cool. But then you notice that it becomes so much easier, and it's like a habit now. And it's not like really if you're going to the gym, but when you're going to the gym. And it's about getting a good routine down and figuring out what works for you. He also does a lot of cycling. He takes a lot of my cycling classes. For those of you who live locally, you should come take some classes.
Yes. Yay!
But he has some problems with the breathing there too, so he just positions his bike where the fans are not blowing on his face, because that really hinders his breathing as well. So it's about working around those things and finding a good balance. And now he's doing a lot of the online thing, and which is what's cool about my online is that I'm holding you accountable.
Yes.
So I'm constantly like, okay, so you skipped your workout. I know you're busy. You've got these, meetings when you're out of town. It's so hard when you're out of town, but I make it pretty simple and I make it shorter because I'm being realistic. You typically can't get in there because you've got meetings and you might have just barely 30 minutes before breakfast to get this stuff done. A lot of times they don't have a lot of breaks. So it's about getting that done and getting it accomplished in a decent amount of time so that he still has his workouts and gets his work done as well. So it's about finding that balance. And he's also a great life coach. He's helped me, honestly, through a lot of my crap, because we've all had our share of crap, right? So if you're ever looking for a good life coach, I will post on my video his site, and the Jump Nutrition that I've been using their stuff, it's awesome. So for those of you, keto is a really big thing right now, and it's made it really easy to follow and tasty. Like their Ignite that's in the coffee, oh my god, it's really good. It tastes like creamer. So there's a lot of really good products that are coming out through the pipe for them as well. Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I think like there's two things. One, with the Jump Nutrition, it's actually, we have a balance of both worlds. So we have the keto, and then we have other plans as well. So we kind of mix it up to really individualize what's happening. The beauty of the online training is two things. It keeps you consistent, and the thing I like best is I can go to the gym I'm at, take pictures of the equipment, send it to you, and then you can adjust and send me a workout back that actually works for me while I'm doing that. And so those are the kinds of things that allows you to stay consistent, allows you to stay accountable. And one of the other things that I think is really cool is the fact that you can see other people who are working out and you can congratulate them. And so it's almost like you can motivate each other.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
So what Randy's talking about is I create this community. We have these groups. We've got a 6-week challenge group. We've got Team Decolati, and they kind of challenge each other. So it's like, Randy checked into his leg workout. Where's Chris Brecka?
Exactly.
So, and they kind of like taunt each other and kind of motivate each other, because it's really important to realize that you're still part of a community, even if you're not at the gym at the same time. Because that's what I really started the whole online thing is that, well, first of all, it's way more affordable. I've got plans as inexpensively as like $30 a month. Well, but it's less expensive for sure, and it's also it makes it convenient. So like if you're not able to go to the gym, and in Vegas, people have these weird schedules. So sometimes you're not able to go to the gym till midnight. Well, good luck finding a trainer at midnight. That's not going to happen. So, and the other thing that Randy touched on is true. Yeah, if you send me a video, and I have people do this all the time, they'll send me a video of their house or whatever hotel. Hey, Kelly, here I am. This is what I've got work for me to work with. What do I do? And then I send them workouts within a couple hours. Okay, here's what you're going to do while you're there. So that way they keep moving. So anyway, this is Randy, and that was his story. And Randy, do you want to tell them how old you are?
63, yay!
Can you believe that? 63! Oh my gosh. I don't know. He looks amazing. So anyway, age is a number. So keep moving forward, and if you have any questions, hit me up. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, Kelly.
All right, bye.